Skydance Media has now closed its $8 billion merger with Paramount Global. So they have created a new company. They announced it like over a year ago that they wanted to do this. The new company is called Paramount, a Skydance Corporation. So Skydance, you know Skydance.
That's kind of like
Mission
Spiral.
Impossible.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. That's kind of like Spiral from the Book of Saw. It's like a little too much. Like someone has to give in. Like just give in that Paramount. I mean, maybe not globally, but Paramount's a more known commodity. I mean, did they learn nothing from Warner Brothers and dropping the HBO and naming it Max, the one to watch for HBO? These long titles don't work. Everyone's just going to still call it Paramount, or they're not going to even talk about it at all.
Well, I was going to say, I think David Zaslav, CEO of Warner Brothers Discovery, put the bar on the absolute floor when it comes to naming conventions. So I think they can get away with this. And it's so interesting as well, because obviously Paramount is such an old, storied name in movies and TV and all of that. Skydance was created by David Ellison. I mean, kind of created by his dad, but whatever. We'll get into it. Created by David Ellison to make Mission Impossible movies, right? You know this guy.
That
you know Mission
sounds
Impossible.
Right.
Yeah. So David Ellison, he's the new CEO. He's about 40 odd years old, and he's going to be splitting the company into 3 divisions: studios, direct to consumer, and TV media. He did a little open letter to commemorate this deal, where he reiterated Skydance's promise to, quote, realize $2 billion in cost synergies post-merger. That means laying lots of people off, and maybe other things as well, but like that's one of the main ones. And even more ominously for the future of television and movies, he shared his optimism to transform Paramount into a tech-forward company that blends the creative heart of Hollywood with the innovative spirit of Silicon Valley. By harnessing cutting-edge technologies to serve great storytelling, we will unlock the company's enormous potential. What do you make of that, Jim?
That means hello AI writers and AI actors and AI content. Actually, I mean, not to put you on the spot, but there was a recent like Amazon. There's some sort of new AI streaming service that they're like testing out already. So like, I mean, shows what you know, being off a couple weeks, like the future of television is some of the worst user generated you think Hollywood's bad? Wait till these users get their hands on it. Wait till like Reddit the show. I mean, we already see that shows get bad when they try to like, listen to Reddit, like whether it be Westworld, whatever it might be, shows like that. Wait until just Reddit can make the shows. Oh man.
Yeah, I think maybe I literally just found the headline I think you were referring to. Correct me if I'm wrong. The headline here being Amazon's Alexa fund invests in Netflix of AI startup Fable, which launches Showrunner, a tool for user-directed TV shows. That's one of the worst sentences I've ever read, and it seems like it is AI generated. No offense to Variety where I'm reading this, but just the jumble of words in both of these, they marketing something as the Netflix of AI and a startup called Fable. Like the fact that they think that would appeal to anyone who actually enjoys the stuff and not just the stuff to watch, which is already a better name. Just call it the stuff to watch. But like that it would appeal to anyone who's not just a fucking financial tech bro investor. But yeah, Showrunner, a tool for user-directed TV shows. I don't even want to read this right now, but
yeah. I didn't mean to throw this in there. But do you think that that's what Paramount's getting at? Is like cutting edge technology. I mean, I guess maybe even VR stuff would be a thing. I'm trying to think what other tech driven drivel they could throw at us, but I do think a lot of that's probably code for AI.
Oh, certainly. But it's also, one wonders how, like AI as well, I think is just code for how can we not just lay off people, but just like take away the credit from writers, directors, showrunners, and just sort of funnel that into AI, which is actually just funneling more money into the people who actually run these companies. So David Ellison, this fella who is the new CEO, I don't know if you know who his dad is, but that would be David Ellison. His dad is Larry Ellison. Larry Ellison is the second richest person in the world. That's why Skydance, a company that was made up less than 2 decades ago, can purchase Paramount Plus because it's actually in large part Larry Ellison, the second richest person in the world, that is purchasing this company.
Do you think the person who's the second richest person in the world, that's a calculated move where it's almost like, well, hey, I don't want to be the first person in the most, like the number one richest person in the world. That puts me on more people's radar because
Yes.
I'm sure people are aware of who Larry Ellison is, but like, it's almost better to be like, oh, I'm like right under the fucking, I'm not the main target where people just goof on me all the time as like, get the fucking guillotines. But I mean, bringing this up as well, not to sidetrack it, his daughter, because I forget, we're doing something on Jim and Them, and we're going down some of these rabbit holes. His daughter
JimandThem.com, you mean?
Yes, thank you. His daughter also runs Anna Perna Pictures. So there is this like, the family is trying to like really hone in on our media and like, have control over what we consume, because Anna Perna Pictures, I mean, to be fair, they are more of an indie studio. They do make some more what would think of as like artistic films, but they have their hands in video games and stuff like that as well. So it is this whole like weird calculated family move to take over what we consume.
Yes, because Paramount will remain publicly traded. You can buy stock and all of that. But Larry Ellison and various other capital funds, they have purchased the shares of National Amusements Inc., because of course Paramount isn't just Paramount. It's National Amusements Inc. owns 77% of the voting power in Paramount Global, so by completing that purchase, basically Paramount will remain publicly traded, but the Ellison family will now control the company. And I, for one, think it's good that we have families that build dynasties and control all media. I think it's good that we consolidate and concentrate all media, entertainment, news into a small number of families who definitely don't have any of their own interests at heart. And it's such a coincidence that they keep spawning all of these super talented business leaders. But hey, meritocracy works. I'm sure these are the two most qualified people to lead these two different studios. And it's just a fucking coincidence, right? That's what's happening here.
Yeah, I think it's just they have a passion for it, man. It's just passion.
If I can get a little bit more, I don't even think this is conspiratorial, but get a little bit even more in the weeds here. This deal, as we said, it's been going on for like a year. It was only finalized now that the FCC on July 24th approved the deal. So the FCC, if you're not familiar, they need to approve mergers and such in case there's a chance of like, hey, maybe this is getting too big. Maybe companies are getting too much monopoly-like, concentrating too much power and money. The FCC approved this after Paramount agreed to pay $16 million to President Donald Trump to settle his lawsuit against CBS, which was over a 60 Minutes interview with Kamala Harris. And what else? I have something else. Oh, yeah. So in the letter, in David Ellison's letter, the new CEO, he talked about CBS and said it's sort of the home to some of the most storied American broadcast journalism legacies in America. And he gave a little shout out to 60 Minutes, said it has a long tradition of impactful reporting led by seasoned journalists committed to accuracy, integrity, and public trust. And I'm sure it's just a coincidence that the executive producer of 60 Minutes announced a couple of months ago that he would leave the show, citing interference from Paramount executives as preventing him from making independent decision based on what was right for 60 Minutes or right for the audience.
Interesting. I mean, I don't know enough about that lawsuit. I mean, clearly it's affected a lot of things with CBS. I mean, there's theories that that's why Stephen Colbert was canceled. And something, I think South Park obviously has been targeting Donald Trump because of it. But I mean, I guess, and a little bit to be fair, what was going on where they lost a suit? Like I mean, I guess that's not something we'll be able to unpack right now. But like, how stupid are you that you open yourself up to even lose a lawsuit like this?
It wasn't lost; it was a settlement. So.
Well, I mean, you know what I mean. That means you have to have. It's not like CBS or Paramount's not some dude off the street that's like, I don't have the money to back this up. I must settle. Like, you have high powered lawyers that make a decision of like, it's easier to do this. Or I guess there's some of the conspiracy theories are that they didn't want to go through what's it called, where you have to submit all your books or whatever. God damn, I'm spacing on the word. But either way, like
acquisition or discovery.
Discovery, that's what I was looking for. They didn't want to have to open up because that could open them up to even more lawsuits. So it's just like a shit show all around. And yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's you know, it's here we go. This is what happens when we have these, you know, mega corporations that run everything.
Yeah, I think I mean, in addition to the 16 million that they're paying, just paying to Trump, they also agreed to an additional 16 million for public service announcement, which is the whole thing that South Park made fun of in their return. I have been watching South Park as well, but I wasn't going to get too much into it. But yeah, they had long legal conversations as well with Paramount about what they could actually put in their show and not. But Paramount also paid, I mean, maybe they paid Trump 16 million, but I think if I'm reading it right, they paid upwards of 1.5 billion in a deal with Parker and Stone for South Park. So
I was gonna say they're getting fat checks as well. I mean, not to say they shouldn't. If other people are getting paid a lot of money, clearly they've built a lot of capital. But yeah, it's, you know, a lot of rich people really are fighting it out for our entertainment. What a coincidence, eh? That they're the ones having all these conversations. But anyway, we're also here having these chats. I thought it was interesting. All very interesting stuff here with Paramount. Definitely won't be going further and further down a shitty ass rabbit hole of AI and fucking bullshit pandering to political fascist leaders. But we'll move on from that, Jim.